Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys some more Great League battles. And you know that we had to include G-Fisk and the Deoxys since they are a part of that meta. You guys should look at those meta choices if you guys are wondering who is part of the meta for this season. After we do include G-Fisk and Deoxys, the main Pokemon of this team will actually be Nidoking. I have seen Nidoking popping up in some Great League battles, so we are going to be utilizing him today. If you guys do enjoy, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and turn notifications on. And with that being said, let's get on with today's video. Alright guys, for the first round, my opponent's first Pokemon was actually a Talonflame. Talonflame would have lost that one-on-one against my Stunfisk, although his fast move will be doing super effective damage against my Stunfisk due to Fire types being super effective against Steel types, and my Mud Slap being not very effective against him due to Flying types being not very effective against Flying types. He did realize that I was probably rocking Rock Slide. Rock Slide will be doing double super effective damage against him due to Rock types being super effective against both Flying types and Fire types. Because of that, my opponent did decide to make a swap out into Obstagoon, and I did make a swap out into my own Deoxys to do double super effective damage, since my Deoxys is running counter as his fast move, and fighting types are super effective against both normal types and dark types, so that does cause double super effective damage to happen. After that, my opponent did make a swap out into Wigglytuff. Since he did make a swap out into Wigglytuff, that means that I will allow my Nidoking to come out and do super effective damage against him due to Poison types being super effective against fairy types. So my opponent didn't swap into Talonflame once again. I do know that although from this health, even with flame charges, he still won't be able to feint my Stunfisk before I do get to both of my Rock Slides. As you guys see here, Rock Slide will do so much super effective damage, not only because it will be doing double super effective damage, but because Talonflame is pretty glassy, especially if you guys are running Gravebird, that will give you a double defense debuff. So because of that, it does allow us to win the first round. Good game to our opponent. Alright guys, for the second round, my opponent's first Pokemon is an Ampharos. Ampharos is an only electric type Pokemon, so because of that, my Stunfisk would have definitely won that due to electric types being not very effective against Stunfisk, due to electric types being not very effective against ground types. So he did make a swap out into Talonflame. Talonflame is a fire and flying type Pokemon, and as you guys saw from before, my opponent didn't actually get hit by that Rock Slide. He did actually go down to one of my other Pokemon, but as you guys will see here, even with so much health, just a few mud shots, and he does have that much health, he will go down with only one Rock Slide. And as you guys will see here, he does throw in a charge move. This is probably going to be a flame charge. That is what people may be running now because of that attack buff. So he does get 2 flame charges there. Both of us do have 0 shields. He doesn't actually get that incinerate off before my Stunfisk does faint, and as you guys will see here, we do get that full excellent, and he does go down just like that. He does make a swap out into a Stunfisk. Stunfisk is a ground and steel type Pokemon, so because of that, I do make a swap out into my Deoxys, because my Deoxys does have counter, and counter will be doing super effective damage against him due to fighting types being super effective against steel types. So my Thunder does charge up. It does do not very effective damage against this Ampharos. So he does also have his charge move now. Does charge up here, and it will definitely be doing neutral damage. I don't think Ampharos does have any moves that will be doing not very effective damage against my Deoxys or super effective damage. So right here, I do decide to my Deoxys since I do have 0 shields left. He does have a Thunder Punch there, and it will be fainting my Deoxys. I did decide to make a swap out into Nidoking. I did decide to try and get to that Earth Power, because it will definitely faint that G-Fisk or be close to fainting him, so then I will be able to swap out into my own G-Fisk, go into Rock Slide, and then it will faint him. Right here, I did think that my opponent did only have Deoxys. I think he did bait me. I think he did think that I did have a shield, but if I was just a few hits closer, I probably would have won this round. I do think that what I should have done was allow that Ampharos to faint my Deoxys while he's also in his charge move, so then I will be allowed to make that swap out into my own Nidoking, throw in those poison jabs to get some energy up for my Nidoking, and then I would have thrown in the Earth Power for his G-Fisk, and because of that, does allow us to lose the second round. Good game to our opponent. Alright guys, for the third round, my opponent's first Pokemon was an Obstagoon. Obstagoon being a dark and normal type Pokemon, I did make a swap onto Deoxys, although I will be taking super effective damage back by those Night Slashes due to Dark types being super effective against Psychic types. My counter will also be doing super effective damage against him, actually double super effective damage, and that does make up for that Night Slash. Because of that, my opponent did realize that and make a swap onto his Politoed. Politoed is an only water type Pokemon, so my Thunderbolts will be doing super effective damage against him, while counter will be doing neutral. All of his attacks will be doing neutral damage against my defense Deoxys as well. So Thunderbolt does get a shield. He does have 0 shields left, but Deoxys is my only main counter against him. I did think that this was going to be another Weather Ball. I should have called it that it was going to be a stronger move, like that Blizzard that he did actually throw on me. I did also try and go for the hard farm down. We were almost like 1 or 2 hits from getting that Thunderbolt. If we did, we probably would have gotten that Thunderbolt, fainted his Politoed, and I probably wouldn't have to throw in a shield here. So he does throw in a Weather Ball, an Ice type Weather Ball. Weather Ball will be doing super effective damage against my Nidoking due to Ice types being super effective against ground types. He does make that swap out into Obstagoon. His Dark type moves and Fighting type moves will be doing neutral damage against us, while my Earth Power will be doing a lot of neutral damage against him. So I did know that he was about to get his charge move right as I threw in that Earth Power. There was that little animation there that you guys get. Earth Power does charge up. It does do a good amount of damage, enough for my Stunfisk to come out and go for the farm down, get energy to get to that Rock Slide, or to get closer to that Rock Slide. I do have good health. Both of us do have 0 shields, and then I will just be raining Rock Slides on him, and especially since his final Pokemon is that Talonflame. Talonflame is once again a rock type Pokemon and flying type Pokemon, so we will be doing double super effective damage against him with our Rock Slides, and because of that, it does allow us to win the third round. Good game to our opponent. For the fourth round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Galvantula. Galvantula is a electric and bug type Pokemon, so all of his attacks will be doing novel effective damage like Lunge and Discharge, and all of his bug type moves will be doing novel effective damage against my Stunfisk due to his ground and steel type. My Rock Slide will be doing super effective damage against him due to Rock types being super effective against bug types, but he will be able to survive if he does throw in enough lunges. Lunges, once again, as you guys saw there, will be doing not very effective damage against us. My Rock Slides are charging up first, but he is probably going to be using all of his shields for my Rock Slides. So we are almost close to half health. As you guys saw there, if we didn't have those attack debuffs, he definitely would have fainted. But now from here, I do realize that I will be able to go for the hard farm down. Although we do have those attack debuffs on our G-Fisk, we will be able to go for those hard farm downs, get 2 rock slides charged up. Since he did throw in a shield as well, I am going to mirror that shield, throw in a shield of my own, because I do know that lunge will feint us, or probably be close to fainting us, and since we do have so much rock slides charged up, I do want to preserve my Azumarill's health. So my opponent did make a swap into Azumarill. My Thunder will be doing super effective damage against him due to electric types being super effective against water types. But his play off Ice Beam, Hydro Pumps will be doing neutral damage against my Deoxys. Play off does come out, it does get us below half health just a bit. Thunderbolts will be doing super effective damage, it does charge up. Once again, we do probably see a shield, and he does have 0 shields just like that. My plan here was to make that swap onto my Nidoking and try to get a farm down on one of his Pokemon, so I will be close to that Earth Power and probably feint that Azumarill, because Azumarill will be the problem aside from that Lantern, who will just be like not much of a problem against my Stunfisk. So my Thunderbolt does not get a shield because he does Sub-Zero. Right here, I do see that my Deoxys is going to faint from one of his choice rooms. So right here, I'm thinking if I should make that swap out into my Nidoking. But since Stunfisk will be doing super effective damage with his Mud Shot, and Rock Slide being neutral, I can go for the farm done. I will have to throw in a shield, but that still will be worth it, because these Rock Slides are going to probably get that Azumarill to below half health, or do half health. So Thunderbolt, we do have to throw in a shield. Although it will be doing not very effective damage, it will definitely feint my G-Fisk. So my Poison Jabs are going to be doing super effective damage against him due to Poison types being super effective against Fairy types. And I don't even have to make a swap out into my G-Fisk, because my Earth Power does charge up, does do a lot of neutral damage against him. And then this does allow my G-Fisk to come out and throw in those rock slides to ultimately feint his Azumarill, allowing us to win the 4th round. Good game to our opponent. Alright guys, for the 5th and final round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Magnetone. So this is a very good start for us, because my Mud Shots will be doing super effective damage against him. And he did make a stop onto Wigglytuff, so I can just go for the ultimate farm down, and I will be getting a lot of energy. These Earth Powers will be doing double super effective damage against his Magnetone. We will have to use a shield probably, so that still is okay, because we do have 2 Earth Powers. So we will also see probably 2 shields come out. So he does throw in a play off that will be doing not very effective damage, but from the health that my Nidoking is at, it will definitely feint. He does make a stop onto Golem. Golem will be doing super effective damage. As you guys saw there, you guys did see that Mud Slap, animation that will be doing super effective damage against my Nidoking. Due to Nidoking being a grounded poison type Pokemon, ground types will be doing super effective damage against us due to ground types being super effective against poison types. So Earth Power does one-shot him from the health that he is at. That was so satisfying to watch. And he does make a swap onto his final Pokemon, that Magnetone. I will be able to make a swap onto any of my Pokemon basically. Deoxys will be doing super effective damage with his counters due to fighting types being super effective against steel types, and my Mud Shots will be doing double super effective damage against him due to ground types being super effective against both steel and electric type. So because of that, it does allow us to win that 5th and final round. Good game to our opponent. Alright guys, so that will be the end of today's video. If you guys do enjoy, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and turning notifications on. Comment down below if you guys are going to utilize one of our Pokemon. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.